It's so easy to want to rush into something, to figure it out, to know what's going on, to try to your best, and to just simply get it over with. Sorry, my desk is literally a mess. But that's not reality. That's not how life works. And when you realize that, you find peace, and you find yourself, and you find acceptance. Because when new things come, life changes. And when life changes, we try to find normalcy. We try to immediately have that foundation without even living your life and trying to figure it out. And I think that's where the horse and the cart, like, don't get ahead of yourself, like, don't put the horse before the cart type of thing, or don't put the cart before the horse, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get ahead of yourself, because it's time. That's simply all that you need. Is you just need time to figure it out. Like, literally Sunday I came back and I was freaking out, and then Monday was kind of a really rough day too, and Tuesday I feel like I've just gotten to the swing of things, more comfortable with what I'm doing. And it's not like, oh, I got this figured out, because oh boy do I not. I literally had to like switch up plans tomorrow because I thought I scheduled it for Thursday, and she texted me and was like, oh, are we getting breakfast tomorrow? And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, was it for tomorrow or Thursday? I so forget. And I was like, I thought it was for Thursday, and whatever. So you just have to give yourself time. Literally, you do. Because things become normal then. Things become how they are. And I think when we give ourselves the time to sit in our emotions, be sad, be happy, be whatever, and then move forward. Because every single minute that goes by, hour, day, week, month, year, we figure it out. That's literally at the center of figuring it out, because that's just how life is. You've got to learn to love life, or life will teach you how to love life. As simple as that. And I feel like one of the most just heart-wrenching things that I've just like, I don't know, I just like saw this TikTok and it was about like deployment, and the question was like, my brother's gonna be deployed next month or next week. How do I deal with it? Does it get easier? And this influencer was like, it doesn't get easier, you just learn how to deal with it. You learn to schedule times to talk. You just learn to live with it. And this is so bad. Like, I definitely shouldn't be on this like TikTok, but it was like about this like girl who lost her boyfriend, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that makes me like so sad thinking about like losing someone that close to you at such a young age. And then like one of my friends back at home, like she lost her mom like almost a year ago to cancer. A year ago. And her life still moves on. And just thinking about that sense of loss and trying to figure out life after is just simply mind-boggling, because your heart wants to be back there. Your heart wants to be with that person. And yet time is moving forward, and life moves on, and it just continues, and you have to live with that. That person will live through you while you continue forward with them by your side, type of thing, you know? And it literally struck me as I was driving back to school, because I was driving, and then all of a sudden I see like these like cars parked over to the left and whatnot, and I was on like the highway or the interstate, and then I like look closer, and it's this person who was riding a motorcycle who got, I assume, hit, and they were just like trying to take care of him, and I'm like, oh, life is so short. Genuinely, like, life is so short, and it's like, I'm so blessed to have this. Like, why am I so blessed to have this opportunity to figure out life, to continue on with life? Like, Why out of all these people who have passed away, who have had tragedies, who have gone through hard things, like good human beings, why do they have to deal with something hard? And I am blessed, you know? And so I think that's kind of been a sobriety thing for me. I get to figure out life. I get to do life, and I get to do this and figure it out and love people so deeply and be so sad so deeply and feel these emotions so deeply because I get to. I don't have to. I get to. Like, probably one of just the most beautiful things that I was able to do was just share time with people. Like yesterday, me and like my friend, she, like, we met freshman year, and like we've like not really stayed in touch really. Like, I say occasionally hi to her and whatnot, and like last semester I was like, we need to catch up, and like we just never got to it. And then she's in like my midterm class, and she needs a ride because she doesn't have a car, and I'm like, cool, sure, I don't care, like we're fine, like I'm fine with you. So basically we end up going to this coffee place and sitting there for about an hour. I was like, yo, I'm just gonna get my hood on, blah, 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 blah. But then like we ended up talking, and she was telling me about her dreams and her mom and being a business owner, and I'm just like, man. And then after we sit at that coffee place, we go to this like Chinese buffet, and we just eat, and it just reminds me of childhood, you know? And I'm just like, and we chit chat and we talk, and we get out of class at 10. And we don't not hang out with each other until I drop her off. And I'm just like, sharing that time with somebody is so important. And then just like getting to experience that, getting to live that, and getting to have that with me forever. Yes, we might not be very close, but yes, we are also those types of friends, I guess, now that can pick up right where we left off. And literally today, probably one of my favorite memories was going over to my like advisor's, like my basically like my mentor, my advisor's house with like a few other people that do the same research as I do in college. And we went over to their house, and we literally had dinner, and we played board games. Like literally the funnest thing ever. And then afterwards, like I was trying to like haul butt, and I went to go do yoga with one of my friends. And you know, like things like that are such a blessing. Moments like that with other people that are being able to be shared is something so valuable, something so irreplaceable that we get to have and share, and we get to learn how to navigate life with those people and get to do life with those people because we're blessed enough to do so. And I think when we feel stressed and overwhelmed and we don't know what to do and how to figure it out, and a chunk of our heart, chunk of our life isn't there anymore, we find ways to fill our heart but not fill that hole, if that makes sense. Like, we get to expand our heart to be able to give more love to that person that left us. That hole is unfillable because it's them. It will always be them. And when we're trying to navigate and figure out life, we get to spend time with them, those friends, those other people. Because that person doesn't want you to be sad moping around. That person wants you to be living your life to the fullest and finding a new routine, finding an entirely different place, an entirely different heart. And when you can have those special relationships with those different people, you become so rich, and you get to be so, I guess, a mosaic, a beautiful art piece of all those people. I mean, I guess I just see us as humans literally like a mosaic, that we make up a beautiful painting, a beautiful image, and every single little shard of glass that we're made of is from a different person in our life and a different part of it. Maybe it's literally your first friend from primary school. Maybe it's your 20th friend from secondary school, you know? And maybe it's a big piece from college, or maybe it's the smallest piece from your 40s. Just a stranger who complimented you. You never know. You never know who you might meet and who you might impact the same way as you figure out life and as you give yourself enough grace to be able to continue walking on that path called life. Because like I said, you either can learn to love life or life will teach you how to love life. And sometimes those lessons are one of the hardest things to learn. Sometimes your heart has to break into 1,000 pieces before you can see that masterpiece, that mosaic. So I want to leave you with this. When you have a piece of your heart taken as a whole, sit with it, look at it. Don't try to fill it. Don't try to fill it with dopamine. Don't try to fill it with things that do not actually fulfill you, but rather grow your heart. Find ways to expand and give your love to other people, to give your attention, to give your energy and your love and your kindness to other people. Because that is how you grow your heart. That is how you become someone so much bigger than yourself. That is how you can be able to show those people that you love that love that you wish you could give to that other person, but you can't, so you give it in a different way. You don't do it the day after. You don't do it a week after, a month after, a year later, whatever. It's your timeline. But what you can do is start sprinkling it around you. The grass is always greener where you water it. So water it where you are, and once you feel enough, and once you know and you solidify that knowledge of that you are enough, give that water to other people. Water their grass for them. Because when you can struggle, when you can struggle and be still gaining momentum in some way, 1%, 0.0001%, that is something. That is enough for you and for me. So simply remember you are enough and that you have every single reason to continue and figure out life, because your heart will grow. Your heart will be able to give love to other people. So do it for them. Do it for you. And like I said, most importantly, do it for them. Food for thought.